In Creo Parametric 13, there is a new AI assistant available in design modes. I admit I am skeptical about AI, and I watched the video from PTC. That video seemed like it was asking questions with very specific Creo CAD terminology, so I wanted to give it a shot with a few different real-life scenarios using real-life terms. I hope to be pleasantly surprised. Okay, I'm starting out in a part model. You can find the AI assistant over on the right-hand side. I believe it's called AI Advise or something. I'll click on it. Okay, I've got the field where I need to sign in. Let me enter in my information. Okay, it appears that I need to create an account first. Okay, appears that you can sign up directly within the form. Let's see what happens. All right, I've got to do an email verification. All right, I verified my email. I have to admit, I'm not crazy about having to have two different logins. Let me enter in my name. Okay, so I am now in the AI assistant called Creo Advise, and just be aware that, you do have to go through some hoops to get in the first time. All right, let me try asking a question. All right, here is the question. This one I think should be fairly straightforward. I have a part with a sweep. I want to create a cut inside it using the same trajectory, but with different cross sections along the trajectory. What should I do? All right, and so it is telling me to create a variable section sweep cut. And I'm not crazy about that answer. If I have different cross sections, then they are going to have different sections. The answer I was looking for was swept blend. Here's telling me that I need to use trajpar. And so, okay, not crazy about the first answer. Let's go to scenario number 2. All right, here I have a part, and I've been doing another video with this one. I took this static assembly, turned it into a mechanism. In the next video, I want the spring to change length along the part. Let's see how the AI assistant can help with that. All right, let me type in my question. Okay, here is my question. I have a spring in an assembly. The assembly is a mechanism where the parts can move. How can I get the spring to change length when the assembly mechanism changes? And so, let me know if you think you know what answer I am looking for. Let me submit the question. Okay, and so it says there are two common ways. Option A is make the spring a flexible component, and so it walks through the steps there. And then option B is to use a spring element in mechanism for motion or force. And so this one I would say I'm going to give it a thumbs up. I was looking for it to suggest component flexibility, and that is the answer I got. Okay, all right. So that's decent. Let me go to another one. And so here I have a sheet metal part. Let me go to the AI assistant. And let me type in my question. Okay, here it is. How can I add louvers to the walls of my sheet metal part to help with air circulation? And I will submit. Okay, so it is recommending that I prepare or choose a louver tool, and that is good. That's what I was looking for. I was looking for something to help me with creating some kind of punch. All right, so that is good. All right, let's go to the fourth one. And so here I have a part with some surfaces. Let's go to the AI assistant And let me ask my question. Okay, how can I check the surfaces in my model for curvature continuity? Okay, you can assess curvature G2 continuity with two built-in analyses. And so first it recommends the cross-section sections analysis, and then it also recommends the reflection analysis. Optional checks, analysis, curvature. That was kind of what, well, curvature, yeah. Okay, I was expecting a different answer in this situation. Reflection is pretty good. Let me show you what they mean by that. Let me go to analysis, and we have our different checks over here. So for example, geometry report, here's curvature. I was expecting it to recommend shaded curvature. That's the one that I was looking for. But where is it? Yeah, here's the, okay, they said reflections. Okay, yeah. Yeah, reflections. That's a good one, but really, what the one that I was looking for was shaded curvature. So this one, I gotta give it a miss. Okay, let's go to the last scenario for checking. Here I have an assembly. All right, I have asked, how do I create flexible hoses to add to my assembly? Okay, and so it is recommending that I go into piping and I create some line stock that is designated as flexible, and then I route the different hoses. And this is the answer that I was looking for. So I think that this one was pretty good. And so let's see. How did it do overall? Question one, I'm going to call that a whiff. I think it should have recommended a swept blend in this situation. And then in the second one, I did get the answer I was looking for with component flexibility. With the third example, it did recommend the correct tool for using a punch form. And then for the surfacing, I gotta call this a whiff again. It didn't give me that shaded curvature that I think it should have recommended. And then we have our flexible hoses. So I'm going to give it 3 out of 5. So your mileage may vary. I recommend that you try it out for yourself to see that if it can assist you when you are modeling. Now, another thing that it is supposed to be able to help with is when you have regeneration failures. So the next time I have a real regeneration failure when I'm doing some work, I'm going to try using it and I'm going to see what I get. Hopefully I'll also make a video at the same time. But anyhow, there you have it. That is the new Creo AI Assistant in Creo Parametric 13.